Hello viewers, welcome to my YouTube channel Learning and Sharing. Environment. Environment's always been an interesting and dominant topic because we have a different opinion, different remarks and different thinking when it's come to the environment. As you know, we have been grown in particular condition and situation, and that condition which has been our surrounding has an impact and significant influence on our progress, growth, and development. So in today's lecture, we will see what is environment, what is the function of environment, and what are the components of environment, and how environment affect and influence on the progress, growth, whatever you call on the man. Because you know, man is always been a superior or dominant among all the creatures. The rest of the creatures, they are the subordinates. They support the man. Not only the creature, but our environment, which is our surrounding, they also being supported. So why the man is, dominant? Because his intellect, because his wisdom, because of his thinking power or mental strength. So the man has, because of all his abilities, has conquered the world. He is not only flying and very high, but same time he has gone very deep inside the earth and explore what is lying inside the earth. So man is everywhere. Man is very dominant. So in this video, we'll see, as I told you, what is environment, the meaning, the scope, the nature of the environment. But same time, we'll see how environment support the man and what are the components which are very important and on what, what our environment has been based. So आज हम पढ़ेंगे environment क्या है और environment कैसे facilitate करती है, उसके components क्या है और environment का इन्फ्लुएंस क्या है, इम्पैक्ट क्या है हमारी ज़िंदगी पे. क्योंकि आपने देखा कि इंसान बहुत पावरफुल है. बट फॉर लॉस्ट 2 decades there are lots of change in our environment, be it physical environment or biological environment. So because of that change, the position of main environment, the relation of main environments have affected. So we'll see, what is the position of man with the environment, what is the relation of man with the environment, and how environment react, and what sort of environment has a relation with the man, what sort of opportunity the environment is providing us, and in response, what man is doing. So आज हम पहले तो देखेंगे कि environment है क्या, किस तरह काम करती है और उसमें कौन कौन से components हैं. The next video would be about the ecosystem, because environment and ecosystem, they are so close to each other. So until unless we combine them, until unless we understand both of them, then we will be able to to create some sort of relation what we have with the environment. There are two, I remember there are two theories, two concepts in geography which are very dominant. These concepts and theories, they determine the position of man with the environments, the relationship of man with the environment. One is environmental determinism, another is the possibilism. Both these concepts and opinions, they vary each other. They opposite to each other, and both have followers, and they have a reaction is anti-reaction. Both followers, they counter each other, because they are following blindly both the concepts. What environment determinism says? Environment determinism says that environment is dominant. Environment drives the man. Environments have a significant impact on the man. Man is nothing without the environment. Man modify, man change itself, or man adopt or grow or survive because of the environment. So what does environment provide him? Offer him, he is being accepting and he's modifying himself according to that situation or that environment. In opposite, possibilism said that no, environment is not dominant, but man is dominant. Man is more influential. Man has a powerful position. Not only man gets maximum from the environment, but at the same time, man modify the environment for its own benefits, for its own, maintenance. So both theories are different from each other. Let's see, we will see in the details what is environment and what are the component and functions and services of environment. So don't go away, go into the details of the. So yes, now we are coming to the details about the environment. So what is actually environment is? The environment is the sum of the total of elements, factors, and condition in the surrounding which may have an impact on the development, action, or survival of organism or group organisms such as human beings. Environment क्या है? It is sum total of all the elements, factors which are surrounding us. जितने भी elements हैं, जितने भी factors हैं which are being surrounding us, जो हमारे चारों तरफ है, हमारे चारों तरफ मौजूद हैं in all direction, they make the environment. And that factor, those factors are elements which have impact on the development, action, and survival. Development पे, action पे और survival पे, for the maintenance, for our own actions and the progress, they have impact, either individual or group or human being, whatever you call it. So sum total जितनी भी चीजें हैं हमारे surrounding में, we call them the environment. It can also be defined as external surrounding and the condition which directly or indirectly affect the living organism. जो हमारे चौगिर्द जितनी भी conditions हैं वो they are always have an impact either directly or indirectly on the living organisms. The term environment comes from the French word environ. ये जो term है ये French language से लिया गया है जिसकी जो environ है जिसकी meaning है everything that surrounds. जो भी चीजें हमारे चारों तरफ हैं उसको हम कहते हैं environment. The word environment is derived from French word environ, which means encompass or encircle. Encompass or encircle. This term was introduced by biologist Jacob Van Erkul in the early 90s में. ये जो biologist थे Jacob Van Erkul, इन्होंने 1900 में ये term दिया था, which means encompass, encircle, or everything which surrounds us. The environment refers to our immediate surrounding in which all the living and non-living components coexist for better support of each other. अच्छा, हमारे environment में living और non-living components हैं, यानी कि जितने भी living और non-living components हैं, they are being there, but at the same time they support each other. एक दूसरे को सपोर्ट करते हैं. इट रिफर इज टू सोशल, नेचुरल और बिल्ट एनवायरनमेंट. अगर एनवायरनमेंट की बात की जाए, देयर कैन बी अ डिफरेंट और वेरियस फॉर्म्स. देयर बी सोशल एनवायरनमेंट, नेचुरल एनवायरनमेंट और बिल्ट और ह्यूमन एनवायरनमेंट, human made environment. The environment has always significant impact on the individual's behavior, development, and intellect. So you have to keep in mind that not only the environment has a impact on on the development and progress and growth, at the same time on our behavior and intellect. So whatever the environment we have, it also have an impact on our behavior and also in thinking capability or skills. ये भी आप देखें, it's very important. Any change that occurs in a living entity either directly or indirectly is related to change in his immediate surrounding. तो कोई भी अगर change आ जाता है in a living entity, either direct or indirect, वो उस surrounding को change करता है. So you can see here in the images that how we are working for each other, how we are supporting for each other, whether we have any type of environment here. So now we comes to the types of environment. So we have basically two types of environment: geographical environment and human-made environment. Geographical, or you can say another one, natural environment. In geographical environment comprise of all components that nature offers. That can thus be named as a natural environment. It is often called a physical environment. अब जितनी भी चीजें natural हैं, जितनी भी whatever being present, like we have air, we have a soil, we have a sunlight, we have a land area, we have water, they are in natural form, we have been called a physical environment. So they refer to life's physical requirement. These physical or geographical environment are reliant on the human life. ये जितने भी components, जितने भी elements हैं natural environment, they are not being depending on the human life, but rather they support the life. But sometimes human have a little control over the external physical environment. वैसे तो इंसान को जितनी भी हमारी physical environment है उसके ऊपर कोई भी control नहीं है, कोई भी power नहीं है, but to some extent because the same time we have been doing having a technology or mental skills or whatever you call that, we have some sort of control. I should not use the word control, but sometimes we get maximum benefit from the environment because we use it for our own benefit. So example, natural environment example are mountains, plains, land, water, deserts, storms, cyclones, volcanoes, oceans, climatic factors, and so on. There are lots of natural environment, lots of natural factors. So there's always impacts. If you are living in a mountainous area, your plain area, or land, water, they all are the basic things or basic commodities of life. At the same time, if you have a particular type of geographical condition, they have an impact on not only your life but your professions also and your earning. And another one is human-made environment. A human-made or man-made environments referred to as a surrounding made by humans to provide facilities for satisfying human needs. अच्छा, human-made environment क्या है जो इंसान ने खुद से पैदा की हुई हो to facilitate his own needs, so facilitate himself, because we have a variety of opportunity, variety of what to say demands. So we are being working with each other in a collaboration. So these surroundings are made to have a place for people to do jobs or live or even educate other people, also recreating requirements for the concern of people's day-to-day needs. What we are doing, we are supporting each other. We are doing some different type of work, different type of jobs. So in that case, we are supporting each other. हर बंदे की अलग अलग जॉब है, बस उसका मकसद क्या है कि हम एक दूसरे को फैसिलिटेट करें, एक दूसरे को जो है ना सपोर्ट करते हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल, वी आर बीन क्रिएटिंग पार्क्स, बिल्डिंग, रोड्स, इंडस्ट्रीज, फर्नीचर. There are different things we have been doing, either been doing in the factories, industries, or we are making buildings, different type of building, roads, drainage systems. There are lots of things. Now comes the functions of the environment. हमारे environment functions क्या है, क्या क्या जो चीजें हैं हमारे लिए environment करती है. It supply the resources. So the environment offers resources for production. It includes both renewable and non-renewable resources. तो environment क्या करती है, it offers us in the form of production, जो हमारी चीजें जो हमें चाहिए, in the form of renewable or non-renewable resources. They are both type of resources. So like we have a soil, if we have a land, then you can we can convert that land into soil, and soil support the the agriculture or gives the agriculture production here. Then if we have a forest, and the forest we can the furniture. There's a lots of examples. So means environment supply at resources which are very important for us to maintain or to survive. Sustenance of life. The environment includes the sun, soil, water, air, which are essential for human life. You can't think beyond these all things, that if you don't have a sunlight you can survive, or if you have a soil or water or air, they are the basic essentials of life. तो ये सारी की सारी चीजें हमें environment से मिलती है. Because of these things we survive. So it sustains life by providing genetic and biodiversity. Assimilation of waste. What is a production and consumption activities generate waste if we are being producing things and also being consuming these things. Not only will produce, the same time will consume them for our own survival. तो because of these activities we generate waste. इंसान अगर कुछ चीज खाता है तो वो चीजें उससे निकल, it's a natural process, वो चीज निकल जाती है, वो निकालता भी है. Or when we do some sort of work in the industries and the factories to change the shape of those productions. So उनसे से जो waste निकलता है, जो garbage निकलता है, though that waste or garbage also being taken by the environment, वो भी environment में चला जाए. Either it's been go down inside the earth, or in the water, in the oceans, or we also been leave in the atmosphere, वो ऊपर चला जाता है. ठीक है. So this has also been there. So it also waste, dump our waste, enhance quality of life. Environment enhance the quality of life. Man enjoys natural beauty like rivers, mountains, deserts, and they add to life. अगर आप ये चीजें देखें, these beautiful things which are being surrounding, they have always a positive impact on us. हम जिन चीजों को देखते हैं, अगर सूरज ना निकले, सूरज की रोशनी ना मिले, हम देखें तो हमारा क्या उस वक्त मूड बन जाए. या आप, if you are going outside, we see the forest, we see the greenery, where natural things, there's always an impact, on positive impact on the personality. So हम एक खुशी मिलती है, we get happiness from the environment, also from the natural environments. Now it comes to classification of environment. What is the classification of environment? Environment have a three forms. Like we have a physical environment, we have a biological environment, we have a cultural environment. Physical environments, we have an atmosphere, we have a hydrosphere, we have a lithosphere. Atmosphere is based on a climatic condition or climatic elements such as air, water, winds, condensation, precipitation. So these are the processes which are being in the environment, the part of environment. So, and hydrosphere, form of water, different states of water, fresh, saltish water, and we have a lithosphere, like based on the rocks or the land or the soil. So if you want to have a more knowledge on on these factors, on these elements of physical environment, you can watch my video, which is titled under title Earth Domains. Earth Domains. I also share the link of that lecture. You can watch that, so you have a more understanding, better understanding. We have a biological environment. Biological environments is based on the flora, fauna, and microbia. So we have a plants, we have animals, and we have a microorganism. So these are make the our biological environment. I'll go in detail when we learn about the ecosystem. Then we have a cultural environment. Cultural society environment is based on society, economy, and politics. As I told you earlier, this is the man-made environment where we make the societies. We live in the groups. In groups, we have a different professions, different assigned works to support each other, and the societies are being run with some sort of laws and controls and logics. वो में हम खुद create करते हैं. Then we have economy, money, how money circulate, how money is being earned, how money is being exchanged. Politics, how societies are being controlled, our society being run. So we do politics. So we make some sort of laws. So we have a any peaceful running of any society. So this is called the cultural environments. Now we comes to the components of the environment. So we have two types of components: biotic, which is based on living, and abiotic. So biotic is based on the living organism or living things. Abiotic is being physical or non-living things, based on the physical law of non-living things. Biotics are producers, consumers, and decomposers. The different roles are different, things or different organisms. They have a different roles. So we learn these, particular roles and their work, or services in the ecosystem. उसमें हम पढ़ेंगे तो then we will have better understanding of that. A biotic factor which are based on the climate, as I told you earlier: air, gas, temperature, pressure, winds, precipitation, snowfall. These are also being the part of climatic and edaphic factors that affect like soil, land, rocks. Is also very important. So they comes in the physical or abiotic environment. So the biotic components of environment, such as like this component consists of all living things like plants, animals, and small microorganisms like bacteria. All ecosystem consists of three different types of living organisms, like producers, consumers, and the decomposer. So as I told earlier, that I will have another video on the ecosystem, which will be very soon. You will watch this video, so then you'll be understand this all being things. So it's be better to so now we can physical components of environment. The physical components of environment includes soil, water, air, climate, temperature. I told you physical component of environment is again divided into three parts: atmosphere, which is based on the gases; hydrosphere, form of state of the water; and the lithosphere, which is the solid part of that. So solid part of earth, liquid part of that, and gaseous part of that. So this makes the physical components of the environment. So if you want to have a more knowledge, more understanding on this topic, you can watch my another video, which is titled under the earth domains. I'll also share the link of that video, so you can watch that and have a knowledge understanding on that topic. So this was all about the the details of the environments. I hope you understood that in detail. The next video will be on the ecosystem, so you can understand the whole process. So environment and the ecosystem, they are so close to each other, then we'll be able to understand the whole scenario, whole situation or the condition. So till then, take care of yourself and subscribe. Also share my videos and channel with your friends, so you can get the notification of the future videos. Take care.